When life gets unpredictable, preparation matters. In medicine, it's all about staying alert, ready for whatever comes through the door. On the road, it's no different. That's why Volvo designs vehicles to help anticipate risk, reduce harm, and protect lives. The Volvo XC90's advanced safety systems inspire confident decisions wherever the road takes you. The Volvo XC90, for life. Proud sponsor of the Pit Podcast. Learn more at volvocars.ca/safety.
Condensed, concise, 24 hours of 800. CJAD 800. Elias Mackos.
And to have the privilege of making this decision, the Best in Show goes to the Standard Poodle.
Yes! Yes!
Siba takes it all.
4-year-old Siba, your 2020 Best in Show.
I had a feeling he would like
Yes. Fifth time
awesome.
the Standard Poodle has won Best in Show. 2020 belongs to Siba, the Standard Poodle. Perfection.
How many times can we give this award to a Standard Poodle? Are you part of the group that believes the Golden Retriever, one of the best of all the breeds, got robbed once again? Joining me on the line is someone whose Twitter bio says that she is owned by 2 dogs. That's in her Twitter bio. Jan Hoffman from the New York Times joins me now. Hi, Jan.
Good morning.
So you were there, right? You were there. You saw this happen in front of you.
I will tell you this.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I saw the finals on television because I was there the whole weekend leading up to this, and meeting millions of dogs and dog lovers.
And I've been reading
dog
your
groomers.
Yeah, and I've been reading your work with the dog groomers, the stuff you wrote about the veterinarians as well.
Yeah.
The veterinarians of the dog stars, pretty impressive as well. So, what's your take though? Did Daniel the Golden Retriever get robbed?
Well, I have an eccentric view. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Because I don't own. I am owned by 2 Havanese. So it's my personal feeling that Bono, the Havanese, was robbed. But I understand that the majority out there feel that the Golden Retriever was robbed. But I speak for the little people there.
From talking to everyone you spoke to this week, mm-hmm. What does it take to be Best in Show?
Well, it depends what show you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me, the only show that really matters is the one in my house.
Okay, but what do these people have to go through?
What it takes to win Westminster is, I think, far beyond the reach of most mortals and most dogs. Uh-huh. And so none of us should feel bad for not having achieved that sort of Olympian reach. First of all, the first thing starts with a purebred dog that has to be absolutely fit to the breed standards, to the sort of platonic ideal of what that dog is supposed to look like. The dog has to be beautifully trained from its very puppyhood. You need a family that is dedicated to grooming, training, and showing that dog almost every weekend of its life. It's the circuit of dog people who go out to shows and earn points to finally make it to Westminster is remarkable. Mm-hmm. I once asked someone over the weekend, I said, have there ever been any scandals with the show in terms of extra drugs for dogs, that sort of thing like we see in horse racing sometime? And they looked at me like they said, you got to be kidding. There is no money in the dog show world. They said it is a money pit.
Really?
So, yes, it is extremely expensive to get a dog to this moment. If you think about it, the purebred puppies are very expensive, and then that's just the starting point. The time you put in to train the dog, to take the dog all over your country, even internationally, because these dogs have to rack up points to even be invited to Westminster, is extraordinary.
We're talking about the Westminster Dog Show with Jan Hoffman, writer for the New York Times. Jan, how much do you know how much these dogs cost?
Oh, you're talking really apples and zebras.
Uh-huh.
Because, for example, you could be talking about a golden, which is relatively common, and then you're talking about some of the breeds whom I struggle to even spell, never mind pronounce,
Yeah.
that are far more obscure. So, but you are definitely talking for a purebred dog that you want to show in the thousands. But
So-
then it really can range wildly.
So if there's no money to be made, right? There's no, there's no endorsement deal because, Purina's always going to go with the cute golden anyways. So, there's no endorsement deal waiting for you at the end of the day. Why are these
Right,
people?
and there's no betting. There's no bet. You can't make money on a dog show by betting on Daniel or my buddy Bono.
Yeah. So so why are people doing it? Does it come down to love or something else?
Oh, down to love, it comes up to passion. I mean, these are dog nerds of an order you cannot even imagine, and I thought I was a dog nerd. These people love these dogs. They celebrate the dogs. They thrill in the dogs, and they're just honored to be kind of gifted with a magical dog because dogs like this really come along very, very rarely. Which is, of course, what I say about my 2 couch potatoes right now, but there you go.
Why don't you tell us about the atmosphere at the Westminster Dog Show and, what you did all week talking to everyone there. Tell our listeners just how special it is.
Well, I learned something new this time around. And if I were to go to Westminster again, and I would love to, I would tell anyone who loves dogs to make a point of going to the beginning of the week for the agility championships and the obedience championships. Because not only is it far less crowded and much more accessible, but they invite mixed breeds, which, in Westminster they're called all-American dogs. It's much more democratic.
It's not the mutt competition. It's the all-American dog. It's not the mutt competition. Okay.
Well, reasonable people would not use that word. It's not appropriate, but
Yeah.
okay. But it has mixed breed dogs and purebred dogs, and let's face it, you walk in with a border collie, you own it. But there you go.
Yeah.
But it is really the jock dogs and the jock people. And they're much more amiable, they're less pretentious, they're less about looks and totally about performance. And the beauty of an agility competition or an obedience championship competition is about the exquisite relationship between the dog and the handler. And that takes incredible work. I met people who had worked with their dogs twice a day for years. Really, to have an entry-level dog at the Agility Championship at Westminster, that dog has to be at least 5 or 6 years old because they've been working with the dog for so long. And that was really thrilling.
Jan,
that to me was wonderful.
Jan, I was reading your piece on the veterinarians that are at and the medical professionals that are at the Westminster Dog Show, and I was reading the passage about the canine massage therapist.
Yes.
So, what are was that the most surprising?
There's a degree in that,
There's a degree in that. Okay. So what am I not thinking of? Like, what are the other types of positions, jobs, when it comes to taking care of a dog that's at this level?
Oh, acupuncture. You need a veterinary chiropractor.
Wow.
I mean, seriously. Of course you do. Who wouldn't think of that? The show now, there's a distinction between the performance dogs, as in the jocks,
Yep.
who can do agility and obedience, and the show dogs who are there for the beauty pageant. And interestingly enough, you can find a breeder for a performance dog or a breeder for a show dog. And the Goldens, for example, a Golden who performs versus a Golden who shows will look different. So it's really, you can really figure out what is the purpose of your dog when you go looking for a puppy.
Yeah.
So the people who bring the dogs in for the beauty contest, those dogs come in with teams. They come in with owners, they come in with handlers, they come in with groomers, they come in with buckets of equipment.
Well, let me tell you,
let
me tell you, Jan, that Daniel, the golden retriever, what beautiful hair he had. You could tell that was a show dog.
Well, not only that, but I have 2 teenage daughters, and I thought they had too much product. I mean, seriously, there's nothing.
Hey, Jan, thanks for coming on the show. And I and my Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever, thank you for coming on the show.
Okay, barking at you. All right,
All
take
right,
care.
there you
Thank
go.
you.
That's Jan Hoffman from the New York Times, and you can read her stuff on the New York Times. One of her latest pieces called "At the Westminster Dog Show: Top Dogs and Top Docs."
You're listening to 24 Hours of 800 on News Talk Radio, CJAD 800.